third, and this is considered to be the only defining characteristic of living organism, and that is metabolism. So let us first define what is considered to be metabolism. It is the sum total of various biochemical reactions occurring in the cell. As I said earlier as well, that cells are considered to be the structural and functional unit of life. They are the smallest structural functional unit of life, right? They are doing a number of chemical reactions into them, and they actually do a number of various biochemical. Why biochemical? Because bio, of course, it's biologically related, and chemistry because it's performing the chemical reactions. Therefore, biochemical reactions occurring in the cell, right? And that sum total of all those actions which occur in our body is what is considered to be metabolism. It can be of two types, that's anabolism and catabolism. Ana actually means to construct, to add, and cata means to cut down. So it's also considered to be constructive metabolism and destructive metabolism. No non-living exhibit metabolism. There is, of course, these non-living bodies, they do not exhibit metabolism. Of course, they're not made up of cells, and then what happened that they do not perform any biochemical reaction. Therefore, it is exclusively found in living organism, and then we can prove it that metabolism is considered to be the only defining characteristic of living organisms. Okay, so yes, we found one characteristic which should be considered as a defining characteristic of living organisms, right? So moving on, we have some more defining properties and characteristics like cellular organization, right? It should be considered as one of the defining properties, okay? And consciousness. Of course, you are aware of your surrounding. You are able to sense the surrounding, your environment. And you're aware about the surrounding. Also, you respond to the external stimuli. Like, suppose if I have to give you an example, suppose you are a cook, okay? And you are cooking in the kitchen, and what happens that suddenly you touch a hot pan. What happens to you directly? Do you think that you'll be normal as you were? No, of course no. You will start, you will feel that, yeah, oh my God, it's so hot. And then, of course, the obvious that you are going to put some cream onto it, or you are going to apply the ice so that, it comes to a normal situation. So, of course, you are going to respond to the external stimuli, and you are very, very aware of the surrounding. And this is one of the characteristic of human beings, I mean to say the living beings, that is the consciousness. They are conscious and they're aware of the surrounding. Okay? And with this, I would like to thank you all for listening to me, and we have discussed about the different characteristics, wherein we at last we found the defining characteristic of living beings. We now can be able to distinguish between a living and non-living body. So basically, in this very PPT, I have tried to explain only a single topic, and that is the differentiation between living and non-living body. I tried to, categorize this, or, part this chapter into different topics. In the very first slide, I think that I have been discussing the different things that we are going to study in this chapter. The very first thing was the differentiation between living and non-living thing, which I have discussed in this very PPT. The second very PPT, I'll be able to make everybody know about the diversity and how there was a need of classification. What are the different rules we should use? On the very third, I'll be making the different taxonomical hierarchies and how are they managed, how are they related to each other, and how are they placed according to which factor, according to how they are being placed in different categories and different things. And finally, I'll be making one more video into which I'll be telling about the taxonomical aids, wherein we'll be talking about keys, we'll be talking about monographs, catalogs, and museums, botanical gardens, and different things, okay? So I hope that you liked my session, and thank you so much.